Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Richard and this is my Dacia Spring and we have a problem. Let me show you what the problem is. And here is my other car, a Mercedes E220 with a 2.1 diesel engine, 2011, and that Dacia Spring is making this car redundant. Let's go for a ride in the Spring. There's nothing worse than being made redundant. I've been made redundant twice, and fortunately on both occasions I was better off in the next job, of which didn't take me long to get. The first time I was made redundant, I'd moved to this part of the country, and 3 years later, having moved, I was made redundant, and then I ended up getting a new role in another organisation and worked from home, and the pay was better, everything was better. Second time I was made redundant, something very similar happened. I had 2 weeks off and started 2 weeks later. I'm fortunate, I know that. I am fortunate. But there's nothing worse than being made redundant. It can knock your back. And it's the same with the Mercedes. Over the last 2 months, let's just turn this off. Over the last 2 months, the Mercedes has done very little mileage, and I've calculated it out based on when it was last MOT'd on a mileage perspective of what it's done based on the number of days since its MOT. And it's calculating out that over the year, assuming those averages, it will do probably 3,500 miles across the year. Now, previously to buying the Dacia Spring, it was doing somewhere in the region of 17,000 miles. So now comes the question, what do I do with the Mercedes? So if it does 3,500 miles, that means it's going to cost somewhere in the region of £1,000 to keep it on the road. So that means insurance, that means road tax, and that means an MOT with, let's say, £200 or £300 worth of work to be done on the MOT. Let's say £1,000. So if I keep that car for the next 4 years, the PCP agreement on this particular Dacia Spring, that means it's going to cost me £4,000 regardless of whether I drive it or not. I could take it off the road for a couple of years and put it on the drive just in case I need it. So I'm not sure, are you in this situation where you've bought a Dacia Spring or another EV and you have your petrol or diesel vehicle and it's just not economically viable anymore? Is that a good term? Economically viable. What was that out of? Falling Down. The film Falling Down. Yeah, I guess the Mercedes would be fairly pissed off, just like the guy in Falling Down. It's a great film. It's one of those films that never got above the parapet. It's a brilliant film. Falling Down. Go watch it. It's about a guy who got made redundant. Again, redundant. So going back to the car, what do I do with it? I could keep it. I could keep it on the road. Cost me £4,000 over 4 years, I guess. I could take it off the road and just use it when I need it. That doesn't sound right. I could sell it based on the UK's economy for second-hand vehicles. I guess it's worth all. No one's buying anything second-hand in the private market at the moment. And when you've got a PCP deal like this one, which is what, £45 a week with a zero deposit, you could understand why no one's buying anything second-hand. £190 a month this vehicle costs, and then you've got to pay for insurance. And I've said said previously, that's £10 a month. £10 a week. Let's go down here. £10 a week insurance. That's £520 a month. Interesting times. What do I do? I mean, she's a beautiful car. She's built like a tank. She's 2011 when she was manufactured. She's absolutely brilliant. None of this modern stuff where you're constantly getting diesel particulate filter errors and warnings on the screen. You don't get anything like that. It's a proper car. It's not a rolling computer. I mean, you could class this as a bit of a rolling computer, couldn't you? But it's a proper car. It doesn't give you error messages every other day saying this is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong. And I've never had a problem with this car. Never had it do this is wrong, that's wrong, etc. Never had a problem with this car. I do have to take it in because the app won't kick in the heating. For some reason, that's the only problem. So from an application perspective on the mobile phone, I don't seem to be able to start up the heating remotely. So I need to get that sorted out. But I'm not too worried about that at the moment. It's a bomb-proof car. It's got full Mercedes service history. Unbelievable. And now she's worth nothing. She's built like a tank. She returns what, 45 to the gallon, UK gallon, 4.55 litres. That's what a UK gallon is. And sadly, she's worth probably nothing at the moment. What would you do? I don't know. I've now got a car that's not being used and that's just sat there consuming road tax, insurance, all that good stuff. She's a great car. Never let me down, ever. Prior to getting the Dacia Spring, I was going to put a tow bar on the back of the Mercedes so I could get a motorcycle trailer and take the motorcycle via the trailer into Europe. You know, just drive down into the Alps and go to whatever campsite it is with all the stuff in the back of the Mercedes that you need, and just pitch up a tent and then ride the motorbike in the Alps, and then you don't have to ride down and ride back. Yeah, and it's much easier driving a car to the Alps than it is on a motorbike. It is easier. That was the plan. But now, do I just have the car for going to the Alps? once a year, or maybe taking the car, maybe taking the bike up to Scotland once or twice a year, or down to Cornwall once or twice a year. I don't think I could put a tow bar on the Dacia Spring and tow a large motorcycle. Interesting times. What do you think? I mean, it's a great car. I even said to my son a week or so ago, my youngest son, who's the engineer, who looks after the car now, do you want it? And he looked at it and he says it's the size of a yacht. He doesn't really want it. And when I said want it, I meant, do you want it? As in for free. And he doesn't. He doesn't. It's just the size of a yacht. The beauty about that Mercedes is it's got the running gear and engine that was very popular with the taxis. You know, the taxis when you go to Tenerife and you see the big Mercedes. Maybe not so now, but certainly 10 years ago. Whoa, Jesus Christ. He was on the wrong side of the road. Good job this car's nice and thin. And yeah, it was built on a format for the taxis, and they were ultra reliable. 500,000 miles out of one of those, if you look after it correctly. If you look after it correctly. Have you been in this predicament where you've bought the Dacia Spring or another EV, and now you're thinking about, what do I do with my petrol or diesel car when it's just sat there not being used? Or is it just me? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. It's a very sad situation because she's a beautiful car. Absolutely wonderful. And I would hate to make her redundant, but it's not getting used. The suspension on the rear is air driven, and if you leave it for a couple of days, the rear of the car goes right down and the rear wheels go right up into the wheel arches. Even a neighbour came over to me and said, has something happened to your car? I said, it looks like your suspension's failed. I said, no. I said, it's because it's not being used for a number of days, and the suspension just goes down and down and down. When I start it up, the suspension will pump up the suspension unit and the car will rise. Oh, he said. Oh, I didn't know that. I said, no, it's air suspension on the bike. So it looks like the suspension's failed with it not being used. I do check it every few days just to make sure it goes up and down correctly. But yeah. Amazing times. What's your thoughts? There's nothing worse than being made redundant. And is the Mercedes now redundant? What a dilemma. I could save £1,000 a month by just letting go and giving it away. I don't know. I could put it on eBay, I guess, starting at 99 pence. I suspect it'd get no more than £1,000. Can't believe it. It's incredibly good inside and out. Someone's dinging me. Hope you found this provocative, thought-provoking. Are you in the same situation? Tell me. And what is your solution? What are you thinking about? What have you done in the past? Let's get out of the way for this car. That's it. Let's wait here. What have you done in the past? Did you get rid of the car? Did you put it into storage? Did you put it in the garage and wait for some other time? Did you go and scrap it because it was worth more in scrap? No idea. You tell me. Interesting dilemma the Dacia Spring has brought. By the way, just as a roundup, the Dacia Spring has been brilliant. I can't say any more, really. In fact, let's just do a quick test. If you're still watching, let's do a quick test. Is anybody coming? No one's coming. Right, let's just give a bit of space at the bike. Let's just stop. Let's do a 0 to 40. Here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. There's 40. That's how quick it gets to 40. 0 to 40 on this is phenomenal. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I highly recommend the Dacia Spring. Alternatively, go and get a Range Rover on PCP, where you pay £10,000 deposit and you pay £900 a month. I don't know, what do you think? £190 a month with a zero deposit. This is like a lease car. You couldn't rent a car for £45 a week. It's like renting a car for £45 a week. Drive safely, ride safely, be kind to everyone and eat healthily. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.